Hello, darlings. Welcome to the Wanksy Appreciation Society video number 27. The Easter special, darlings, and of course it's also the anniversary of the first ever Wanksy video in a couple of days, so who would have thought that a year on we'd still be doing this bloody nonsense, eh? Well, I certainly didn't, for one. So anyway, what we've got for you today, for the Easter video especially, we have a very, very special notice board that the old peasant Wanks has been doing. I will explain that in a minute. I will actually go through it. There are a few messages which are written down in front of me. We have 3 Easter cocktails, and we have a Easter cake. You might be able to see that the Easter cake has already been cut, because we're on take 2, darlings. Somebody fucked up in one of the songs. Well, never mind, what twat. Anyway, yes, and there is a cake as well, followed by a duet of 2 people that you would never ever imagine would sing together, and they will never ever sing together again after this, I'm pretty sure. And there's a special guest, I think you can guess who that is, at the very end, with a very, very special song, I can say, written by Peasant Wanksy. I wouldn't fucking write it, I'm not capable of doing it. Anyway, without further ado, or diddly do, as that last fucking idiot said, we have the ghost of Carl Ellis. Well, hope you're alright. Oh, you old git you. Clit Richard, that was an early Clit Richard. Joey Rentpest, now he sang about the final lockdown. Well, he was a lying bastard, wasn't he, eh? Twat. Then we've got Crapty Unsensible. Well, we know all about him, don't we? Followed by Bob Barley. He was quite decent, I thought. I think he might be back again in the future. George Recycle. Count Wanksy, of course, he'll be back at Halloween, no doubt. Diddly darlings. Eh? Gas versus Shithead Mike on the outside broadcast, the first outside broadcast that we did. We've got the Bog Roll of Honour there, which is in Godbar's Garage, as you can see. Not that you've seen Godbar's Garage, I wouldn't have thought, but let's hope it's still there, eh, Godbar? Body Holder, a legend. Fart Gert Uncle, well, we know all about that idiot, don't we? Ha! Bonio, well, what a knob he is. The Wedge. Then we've got Skint Eastwood, who will be back, I think, possibly in the next video, and I do believe he's got a horse. Whatever next. Lord Wanksy, of course. Then we have Lady Wankswitch of Dorsetshire, Julie, who did the summer wine video with Lord Wanksy back in the summer when we actually opened up for about a week, whatever it was. Then we've got Skippy Clit Richard, which is the more up-to-date Clit Richard character, because he speaks more like Skippy the Kangaroo. Johnny Crash was from an early video. John Lemon. Lord Paddy O'Wanksy, who was here last time. He was, diddly fucking was, he was. Punk Wanksy, now that was an early video. Adam Rant, now he'll be back for sure. Count Wanksy Unmasked. Now he was only seen very, very briefly, and not many of you would have spotted that, but he'll be back as well at Halloween. And The Cake. You remember the blueberry and lemon thing that was massive, which I do believe Jackie made, if I'm not mistaken. They're all going just through the middle there. We've got the summer wine, the Wurzling with Stephen Godbar, Black is the Night artwork, and cider tasted, and that was rather good, wasn't it? And we've got the Damned written down here, whoever they fucking are. I don't know. Anyway, without further ado, let's do the messages, shall we? Okay. Happy 28th anniversary for the 17th of April, Tracy Watson, kiss kiss, and that's from your husband Steve Letterman Watson. Hope you're both well, and that's very romantic, isn't it, darling? Marvellous, bloody spiffing. On to the second one, a big high knock. Hi, knock. And that's from King Knock himself. Hope you're alright there, buddy, I'll miss you, and let's hope we get a beer before I bog off over the pond, eh? Happy anniversary, Lord Wanksy. Thanks for all the entertainment that you've given us over the last year. Well done, you. Love, Martin and James. Oh, thank you, Marty, and thank you, Jane. And there's a kiss kiss and a kiss kiss back at you. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. All damned mates are good eggs. Well, that's from King Bruce. And King Bruce, I hope you're okay, and I know you've got a tough couple of weeks coming up, but we will be thinking about you, my friend. You know that. And the final one I've got on here, happy birthday to Michelle in New York. It's whose birthday it is today. So happy diddly birthday to you, Michelle. Hope you're well. Well, there's one last little thing we've got to say here. Now, this is from the Ellis family, you know, Grandpa Ellis, Lennox, and all that kind of shenanigans. Yeah. Anyway, so we say thank you for the music, the songs you've written. Thanks for all the characters you have given. Who could live without it? We ask in all honesty, where would life be without a regular Wanksy? So we say thank you for the music, for giving Wanksy for free. Free? Peasant, we charge, don't we? No? Well, something about that. Thank you, Anne Ellis, for that one, especially. Anyway, without further ado, my moustache is falling off because we're on take 2. Let's have a little go at the cocktail, shall we? 3 Easter cocktails. The first one we've got here, let me show you. There we go, look at that. Looks spiffing, doesn't it? White Rabbit cocktail. 80 millilitres of gin. 50 millilitres of amaretto. 50 millilitres of double cream. Sounds a bit iffy, doesn't it? 1 teaspoon of lemon curd. And 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla paste. Handful of ice, put in a shaker, shaken until it's cold, my friends. And then you strain it, pour it in a cup to get rid of the ice, and here we go. Now, I'm going to be a bit careful with this. Well, it's got a kick to it, but I must admit, with the double cream in it, I wouldn't be drinking too much of that, because I think one will be going to the bloody lavatory of it. A few visits to the lavatory if we drink too much of that. And on to the second one. Didn't quite go as planned. Peasant Wanksy had to mix it so it separated. Well, it kind of separated, but not as good as it is in the bloody picture when you see the recipes and stuff. Anyway, without further ado, rhubarb and custard cocktail. Now, it sounds pretty grim, but I can assure you it's not. 50 grams of caster sugar, which is melted in 75 millilitres of water. Not too hot, just so it melts. Add 300 grams of rhubarb, chopped up rhubarb. Bring to the boil, put a lid on it. Simmer, strain it through a sieve. Put it back on, reheat it again. Then strain it again to cool. And you leave it to cool for a good, I don't know, couple of hours. Then you mix 100 millilitres of it to 100 millilitres of vodka. Give that a good shake. Put it in a glass, put it in the fridge to cool. Whilst you're doing that, 30 millilitres of Advocaat mixed with 75 millilitres of lemonade. Now that's shaken. It sounds a bit grim, but it's not that bad, to be honest. Now the difficult bit is you then put the Advocaat lemonade mix on the back of a spoon, pour it on the back of a spoon on top of the rhubarb and vodka, and it should float. But as you can see, it didn't quite happen as I wanted it to do. But let's have a little taste. Yes, rather nice, but again, a little bit sickly. You wouldn't want too many. Very nice for a little party cocktail, if you know what I mean. You know, ching ching and all that. On to the third one. Now then, this is more like it. What we've got here is the Boozy Easter chocolate cocktail. We have 95 grams of Nutella, 60 grams of Bailey's Irish cream, 1 cup of milk, 1 shot of vodka. Now that's put in a blender and blended until it's smooth and creamy. Then you get a chilled cocktail glass and you put a solid Easter egg, little Easter egg in the bottom of it, and then you just pour the mixture on top, and then you get it down your neck, bottoms up and all that. Now that is bloody gorgeous, it really is. Again, it's very rich, but it is rather nice, you know. So on to the anniversary Easter cake. Now look at this, my friends. Doesn't that look absolutely bloody spiffing, doesn't it? It really, really does. And what we got here is a lemon drizzle and Peeps cake. Now, Peeps are from America, sweet from America, made of marshmallows. Thank you, Mitch, for those. They came in the post in time, I'm pleased to say, to be able to make this lovely, magnificent thing. And there's some chocolate Easter eggs on the top of it, and a chick peep on the top, sitting rather proud, wouldn't you say? The actual cake itself is just an ordinary lemon drizzle cake. Now, I'm sure you know how to make one of those. If not, just look it up, and there you go. And then it's just been coated with icing, a bit of a lemon drizzle on it, and we'll give it a taste, shall we? Now, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I've already taken a bit out, haven't I, if you know what I mean? So let's have a go. There we are. Spiffing. Bloody spiffing. There's a buttercream and a lemon curd to make up the sandwich in the middle. And I have to say, that's bloody marvellous. Marvellous. Okay. Well, that's basically it from me. Now we've gone to the two singers singing a duet. World exclusive. It'll never happen again. Not in a million years. Not after you've seen this absolute nonsense. Skippy Clit Richard and Craptin Unsensible together. Now, I know the Craptin doesn't particularly like the old Skippy Clit, so it's going to be a little bit... This should be interesting to say the least. Well, let's hope that Clit Richard doesn't fuck his words up this time. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Happy Easter, everybody. Toodaloo, and stay safe. Spiffing, marvellous, marvellous spiffing. Hello there, everybody. Happy Easter to you. It's your old friend, Skippy Clit Richard here, and happy Easter. And I'm here to sing a fabulous song with somebody who he doesn't like me very much, but well, we'll give it a go and see what it's like. It's Living Doll. It's a brilliant song, and let's see how it goes, shall we? It goes something like this. I got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. Gotta do the best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got a one and only walking, talking, living doll. Well, take a look at her hair, it's real, and if you don't believe what I say, just feel. I'm gonna lock her up in a trunk, so no big hunk can steal her away from me. Bollocks! Oh, you're so uncouth, Captain. I got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. Gotta do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got the one and only walking, talking, living doll. Well, take a look at her hair, it's real, and if you don't believe what I say, just feel. I'm gonna lock her up in a trunk, so no big hunk can steal her away from me. Oi, Antichrist, lend us a fiver. No chance. Got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. Got to do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got a one and only walking, talking, living doll. What a load of crap that was. Clit Richard, you're a crap, mate. You won't go and follow a bloody decent band. Anyway, Craptin saying happy Easter to you all. I'm going to hand you over to the legendary Fart Gertunkel, and this is something rather special, I'll tell you. Bollocks. Hello, everybody.
Happy Easter to everybody. I hope you're all well. It's marvellous to be here again. You like this? This is splendid, isn't it? It's very true, you know, as well. It's very true. Peasant Wanksy has been at one of the most famous songs I ever did with that Paul Pyman fella, whoever he is. And it's most probably the most famous song I've ever done. Now, as you're well aware, loads of people have been struggling without the pubs opening. And, you know, I know the lockdown is not, the end of the lockdown is not too far away, apparently. But, I mean, that could change again, couldn't it? But let's hope not. Well, anyway, this has been written about the guys who've been struggling to find some drink. Anyway, I hope you like it. It's a bit of a skit on a bridge over troubled water. And it's called A Fridge Full of Bottled Water. Ha! It's splendid, isn't it? I don't know. When it goes something like this, just bear with me, because this is not an easy song to sing. I'll tell you. When you're really feeling down, you wanna hit the bottle and drown. No drinks in your store. In fact, life's just a bit of a bore, and no booze can be found like a fridge full of bottled water. It gets me down like a fridge full of bottled water, and life's just a big frown. No cider and wine, just meths on the streets. When no beer is around, it won't comfort you. You need a drink when darkness comes, as it's the best part of the day, like a fridge full of bottled water. It gets me down like a fridge full of bottled water. Life's just a big frown. Sail on, silver girl, piss on by. Our time will come to wine, and all our dreams will be on their way. See how we drink wine. If you need a friend, the pub crawls are on their way, like a fridge full of bottled water. It gets me down like a fridge full of bottled water, and life's a big frown, like a fridge full of bottled water. It gets me down, it gets me down. Well, wasn't that absolutely spiffingly marvellous, wasn't it? Oh, I absolutely loved that. Anyway, I'm going to pass you back to Wanksy because he would like to say a few words. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break because I've had some hate mail, you know. Somebody called me a pedo. Terrible, isn't it? Called me a pedo. Freaking tossers. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break and I'll pass you over to Wanksy. Happy Easter and stay safe, everybody. I love you all. Soon you'll be on the piss anyway, won't you?
Well, hello, everybody. Well, thanks to Fart. He's a card, he is, isn't he, eh? My God. Anyway, last thing I'd like to say is thank you to everybody for your support. In the first year of the Wanksy Appreciation Society, we've come quite a long way from making a couple of cocktails to start off with, didn't we? I will be having a 4 to 5 week break, redream it all up again, give myself, because I need a break from it. It drives, you know, believe it or not, it does drive me a little bit insane. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Anyway, happy Easter, everybody. Stay safe. Wanksy loves you. Ta-ra.